I never lose. Either I win or I learn. Hey there, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, strong hands, guys. Strong hands. You got to sit there. You got to hold through this. I know you're freaking out. When I woke up this morning, we knew the prices were coming down. We knew that this was happening. The self-fulfilling prophecy I was talking about yesterday, that we were all going back down to 7,500. And of course, when the king comes down, everybody has to bow to the king. So here we are with Bitcoin coming in $7,900. Is this the bottom? I don't know. I don't try to figure that stuff out. My speculation on this entire situation is that in the future, Bitcoin is going to be freaking amazing. And I want as much of this technology as I possibly can get my hands on. So let's run through this real quick. A little bit of news, and then, hey, let's talk about it, right? So we got a market cap coming in $362 billion. We were looking at $1 trillion. That one's going to be a minute, right? 29.9 billion traded in the last 24 hours. The volume's staying about the same. And let me see, we got the BTC dominance up a bit. That's at least a little bit nice. Maybe some of these crap coins are falling off the list here. Maybe that's kind of the point in some of this. Coming in at 37.1%. So, hey, maybe it'll get up there to 50 again. That'd be awesome. So let me see. We got BTC coming in at 7,900. That's down 16%. I know a lot of people are pretty upset. They were saying, man, I wish yesterday I had cashed into, USD so that I could buy back in when we hit the bottom. And do you know where the bottom is? Because I really don't. I'm just going with 7,500 because that's what everybody else is saying. Who can predict this stuff, right? I just have a long-term plan with this. I'm not in it for the daily value changes. I go to work every day to make my money and pay my bills and take care of my family. This is just one of my investments and speculations on how when I get too old, my back's giving out and I gotta still take care of my family and my kids have kids and stuff and I still want to do for them. This is how hopefully I'm going to be able to do it. Fingers crossed and all. So, Ethereum, $800, down 28%. Ripple, 67 cents. Definitely under that dollar, coming in at 35%. Bitcoin Cash, $1,022. That's down 24%. And as always, I'm talking about Steam. Definitely promoting that here in 2018. Definitely think it's one of the next big cryptocurrencies. I'm loving the social media platform over there. Yes, it is in beta. Yes, it does still have some, kinks to work out. Yes, people are a little greedy over there because I've gotten your emails. Don't think I haven't. You guys, I've gotten them. You guys down and Steam it, this and that. Yeah, a lot of people do get greedy over there. They're just trying to make a few bucks for themselves and not really giving out the value as they're upvoting. A lot of the people that are upvoting are the people with no money. But it does happen. It does come in. The platform will even out, just like how we want Bitcoin to decentralize as it grows. It'll decentralize as it grows. Steam it will decentralize and it'll stop being quite as buggy as it is as it decentralizes even further and more people add onto the platform. So price $3.23. That's down 37%. That one's hurting my account a bit. Am I worried about it? No. Do I believe cryptocurrency is going to be bouncing back here? Yes. Do I think it's going to be happening sooner rather than later, as soon as we can run out of all this FUD and everything else? Definitely. Steam back dollar, $2.64. That's a 45% drop on that one. I'm not selling any of those today. I can tell you that one for sure. That one's quite a bit of a drop and would hurt. So, really, what are we looking at here for news today on Bitcoin and Coffee? Well, I only got a little bit because I kind of want to talk about what's going on with the price. First up, Coinbase, they're mailing people 1099Ks. Pretty much if you did over $20,000 worth of stuff on Coinbase, kudos, right? First off, for doing over $20,000 worth of stuff on Coinbase, or you got over 200 transactions. You're going to have to pay the IRS, man. They're definitely reporting you. They're definitely sending you the correct paperwork. If you don't know what to do, get yourself an accountant, get yourself a tax guy to take care of the situation. Don't just go run out on it. Ask Wesley Snipes. So let me see. What else do we got? Well, over in Japan, You know, they're pro cryptocurrency. You know, they definitely moved last year towards, you know, being able to make it legal. You know, they're regulating the exchanges over there. You know, they're promoting this stuff. So when something bad happens, like how CoinCheck got hacked, and I mean, we're talking the biggest hack ever now. We're considering this possibly of Ripple and them. They kind of got a little slap on the wrist in the beginning. Well, now the Japanese authorities have went ahead and raided. They're checking out the exchange very closely. They're looking to see if they have enough money to pay these people back. They're looking to see what's going on and what happened. This is kind of what we want. I mean, if we're going to be putting any of our trust or value into you know, a third-party centralized system that isn't actually on one of these blockchains, you know, at least hopefully the authorities will get our back like this. You know, I don't keep my cryptocurrency on an exchange. I keep my cryptocurrency in a hardware wallet. I'm not really a day trader or anything like that. So, you know, I want less government interaction. But of course, I mean, if you're out there trying to make your living off of this, you know, you would like to try to keep some of this on the kosher, on the up and up, right? So, I mean, yeah, the government stepping in on the exchange after a big hack like this, I mean, you'd want to hear something. You don't want them to get a little slap on the wrist or just be able to waltz off into the night and it be no big deal. Definitely puts discouragement on other cryptocurrency exchanges following in suit. But, right? It's a slippery slope. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this. The price is down. Tonebase is saying 7,500. I mean, some fanatics are out there calling for $10. I don't believe $10. I mean, we're real close to the 7,500 right now. We're going to see if that's the bottom of the floor. Probably today, if not early in the morning tomorrow or afternoon. You know, was it over speculated? Maybe just a little bit. I mean, we had such a flood of new people, but it does seem like there's a lot of new people trying to get in. But at the same time, you know, they're, like they say, a lot of these new people, I mean, they're investing $100, $1,000, you know. That's not really as much money as you would think it is, as we're looking for at this point in time. We need big investors to really start moving up the price of Bitcoin. You know, the average everyday Joe Schmo like me, I probably don't even make enough in a year to make any kind of a difference in the price of Bitcoin. So, you know, is that really what happened? Is that it was over speculated? Maybe just a little bit. Maybe it's part of the problem. Maybe we got some conspiracy theories about Tether, you know, pumping up the price. I mean, they were dropping millions of dollars worth of Tether out there every day. Maybe they were also artificially making some of this. Maybe they were, you know, buying Bitcoin and holding back and doing whatever they would do to manipulate the market. I mean, it's a potential. I mean, this place is pretty unregulated. We know that Bitcoin is definitely manipulated at points in times. You know, that's why we don't have regulatory markets out here. So, I mean, we also got lots of FUD. I mean, it seems like, you know, we're looking at mass media blowing things out of proportion with India and what was said. You know, we got Facebook banning ads. You know, we got the BitConnect stuff that happened. I mean, there's FUD all over the place, right? It's kind of hard not to get the FUD on you. And I mean, we got regulation because, you know, 2018 is definitely going to be the year of regulation. I mean, it seems like every country is definitely pushing some form of regulation forward to at least know your customer laws and anti-money laundering laws, and, you know, want to make sure that they're getting their tax money on this, right? So, I mean, what are you going to do about it? Overall of this, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? Well, I mean, Bitcoin hasn't changed. I mean, Bitcoin was the same exact thing, you know, almost a year and a half, 2 years ago when I got into it. Bitcoin's the same exact thing as when you got into it. I mean, right now at this price of 7,900, I mean, the only people that are at a loss is anybody who's brand new and just bought in kind of recently. I mean, what, we're talking 3-4 months tops. So if you bought in the last 3-4 months tops, I mean, are you really going to sell out and be at a loss and run away and go home and say, I lost a bunch of money into Bitcoin? I mean, that's kind of what they really want you to do, yeah? I mean, the fundamentals still haven't changed. So what's going on? What's the difference? What are we going to do? Well, I'm going to keep hodling it. I'm going to keep waiting through this and not really try to let it affect me, because it's going somewhere. We got second tier solutions on the way, and when that happens, Bitcoin's gonna be bigger than all these altcoins. It's gonna be the biggest thing ever. And then, I mean, there's so much more that Bitcoin's going to do in the future that we haven't even fathomed what the possibilities are. So, as always, if you like what's going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I mean, we broke 3,900 today on Steemit. We picked up, 5-6 more people on YouTube yesterday. That's great. I love it when this community grows a little bit. I love it when I can get out there and help people avoid the scams, in those high risk, high reward situations. You just got to get crypto with, that extra money, try to cut back on some of the luxuries in our lifestyle to buy it. See if we can't get out in the market and find some way to make this value. Collect those free coins and airdrops and whenever. As always, list the tools down there below, help you figure out what's going on here in the market. Keep your strong hands, people. As always, I got those donational addresses if you got the extra crypto, because the price of Bitcoin's down, so you can still send a little around. I got to say thank you. I just noticed the other day I had a $10 donation, because I don't usually go plugging in my ledger very much, but I had plugged it in the other day. I had to move some funds around a bit, and I seen the $10 donation. Thank you. That is always appreciated. But I'm telling you, the best thing you can do is go over to Steem. If you're not on there already, signed up, please upvote my post. If you make a comment, give me any kind of a comment, I'll upvote your comment. And, let me know what you're thinking about this dip. I mean, are you going to cash out and go home? It seems like to me that the only people who are really affected on this are people that are trying to make a living, or if you went in over your head, like you've leveraged your house or something. Otherwise, if you got a Bitcoin, you got a half a Bitcoin, you got a quarter Bitcoin, you got 0.001 of a Bitcoin, hey, you still got that much Bitcoin. You're going to have that much in the future when Bitcoin's worth 50K, right? So as always, keep that Bitcoin safe.